Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron. I hope you're having a great day or night in Jesus. We're on Textus-Receptus.com, Textus-Receptus.com, and we're going to look at the churches that use the Textus Receptus over the years. Now, and we're saying this, we're talking more about the Greek Textus Receptus, the Masoretic text of Bamberg, 1525, 1526, the Ben Khayyam edition. It's also seen as the Old Testament Textus Receptus, but we're talking more about the New Testament in this. So thanks for being here. Do check out our other videos, and please join us daily. All kinds of subjects. Okay, so before we get into the churches, there's just a little paragraph here on Textus-Receptus.com. Great website. So the two words, textum and receptum, were modified from the accusative to the nominative case to render Textus Receptus. Over time, this term has been retroactively applied to Erasmus editions, as his work served as the basis of others that followed. What was it, 15, 16, 19, 22, on and on. He had like 5 different editions. Colaneus had an edition, Bazet had 10 editions. Stephanus had 4 or 5 editions. Many supporters of the Textus Receptus will name any manuscript that agrees with the Textus Receptus Greek as Textus Receptus type manuscript. This type of association can apply to early church quotations and language versions. And that's one of the things of many that Dean Burgon did. His scholarship is just unparalleled. A lot of people criticize him. I'm like, have they ever read his works? And that's one thing that I always get fishy when people start criticizing somebody and either don't list errors or list 2 or 3. Okay, somebody brings 500 facts to the table and they list 2 or 3 errors. I'm like, you didn't disprove their premise, you proved they were human, if you know what I'm saying. And so, but one of the things was all the church literature quotations and how you still read this today, that none of them quoted the Textus Receptus. Somebody up in Tyndale, I don't want to mention his name because I do like some of his work, but it's like, that's just not true what the person is saying, because, and who is it, Maynard? No, I want to say Michael Maynard, but it's not. Jack Mormon has shown what so many thousands of quotations from early church writings that are from the Textus Receptus and early papyri. We may get into that. We may do that as a different thing. Okay, so Textus Receptus type manuscripts and versions existed as the majority of texts for nearly 2,000 years. All the apostolic churches used the Textus Receptus type manuscripts. The Peshitta, 150 AD, was based on the Textus Receptus type manuscripts. Papyrus 66 used Textus Receptus type manuscripts. The Italic Church in northern Italy of 157 AD used Textus Receptus type manuscripts. When it says type manuscripts, I mean that was the overall character. It may have had some other variant readings in there. The Gallic Church of southern France, 177 AD, used Textus Receptus type manuscripts. The Celtic Church used Textus Receptus type manuscripts. The Waldensians used Textus Receptus type manuscripts. The Gothic version of the 4th and 5th century, that was done by Ulfilas, I've done a review or 2 on here on that, used Textus Receptus type manuscripts. Gail Riplinger's done some good stuff there. The Curetonian Syriac is basically a Textus Receptus type manuscript. The Vetus Italia is from the Textus Receptus. The Codex Washingtonius, which I've got like a reproduction of that, in the Gospels use Textus Receptus type manuscripts. The vast majority of extant New Testament Greek manuscripts are Textus type manuscripts, 99% of them. The Greek Orthodox Church used the Textus Receptus type manuscripts, and that is a forgotten thing. I know they use the Septuagint in the Old Testament, which I would disagree with that. But, I mean, you did have another big institutionalized church in the East that used the Textus Receptus, and it wasn't the Vulgate. The Vulgate did have the like oneness commentaries to the Gospels in most editions up until 1900. And so That's pretty neat as well. Introductions to the Gospels. So you can see that most manuscripts in existence use Textus Receptus manuscripts. So it's just the Word of God. It is God preserved. So thanks for being here, and it's expressed in the King James Version of the Bible. Join us daily. Share with your friends, family, church family, and we'll talk with you later. God bless you. Bye-bye.